such an amazing city. The people here are so warm and friendly. I was joking last night, I'm looking to buy a house here. It's such a great place. So, how about a round of applause for Newberry? You got one for sale? All right. Hey, the weather looks better and better for the eclipse tomorrow. I've been tracking it. I saw on the Weather Channel a little bit ago. It looks really good. They're talking about just partly cloudy. When I left Baltimore 2 days ago, they were talking about 85% chance of rain and thunderstorms. So we moved from that to just partly cloudy, and I think it's going to be a great day. So I'm really excited to be here and to share that with you tomorrow. So let me introduce myself. I'm Don Thomas, former NASA astronaut. I had the amazing opportunity to fly on 4 space shuttle missions. I was on Space Shuttle Columbia 3 times and Space Shuttle Discovery once. And during my 4 flights, I spent a total of 44 days up in space. And during that time, I went around the Earth all the way around 692 times. So don't be too impressed by that, because I slept through a third of those ones. But I like to say, it doesn't matter to me wherever you're from, I have seen your hometowns. And yesterday, how many of you were here yesterday for the talk? So we got some of you. We talked yesterday about my second mission, which was about a woodpecker attacking the space shuttle. Today I have a talk just on what it's like to live and work up in space. The way I felt, I was a little bit nervous, a little piece of me was scared, but the main portion I was just excited, knowing that in 12 hours I was going to be sitting inside that thing blasting off. And I almost couldn't believe where I was and what I was about to do. So they bring the astronauts out here on launch morning. We take an elevator up the side, and then there's an access arm or a little bridge we walk across, and we crawl through a little round hatch to get inside the space shuttle. There I am in my launch suit. I've taken the elevator up. In the background, you can see Space Shuttle Columbia there, and they strap us into our seats one at a time. So I'm just outside here waiting. When it's my turn, they'll call out and say, "Hey Don, we're ready for you." I'll turn that corner, walk down the access arm, and at the end of it there, you see the round hatch for the shuttle. Before I climb on board, these 2 gentlemen in the white suits there will help me put on a parachute harness. They'll do a last-minute check of all my equipment. And once everything looks good, I get on my hands and knees, crawl into the shuttle there, and then we've got a few people that help strap us into our seats. You know, we're sitting into a seat very similar to one you see here, but because the shuttle is tilted upright for launch, we're actually laying on our back, you know, in this orientation for liftoff. So we get inside, they strap us in good and tight, because there's a lot of shaking and vibration. You don't want to bounce out of the seat and hurt yourself or damage any equipment. And once we're all strapped in, then they close and seal that side hatch, and then everybody moves away from us 3.5 miles. And when you realize why they just moved away from you 3.5 miles, that's another good moment to get butterflies in your stomach. As Gabe mentioned to you, you know, they're getting out of what we call the blast zone. If you're 3.5 miles away and something bad should happen, you're okay. If you're any closer, it could be an issue that day. But it's very quiet for us inside the shuttle up until about 6 seconds before liftoff. At that point, the 3 engines at the tail of the space shuttle start coming up to full power. We're still physically bolted down to the launch pad at that point. Computers are checking everything. Once the computers say those 3 main engines look good, then we light our 2 big white solid rocket boosters. And the instant they light, you know, immediately you take off. And laying in my back in my seat, I could hear the roar of the engines. You could feel the shaking and vibration, and it's kind of like this inside. Just everything is rocking and rolling. And right at the moment of liftoff, I felt this push in my back. And it felt to me like somebody had their hand right in the middle of my back, and that they were just pushing me up into the sky. And that's what the shuttle's doing, literally pushing us, tossing us up in the air. This picture is taken 4 seconds after liftoff. We're going 120 miles an hour already. So we don't ease off the launch pad. It's literally boom, and you accelerate faster and faster every second.